Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first installment of the new Bits and Pieces YouTube channel. My first post, I should say. Something I wanted to talk about was local hobby shops. I mean, I do get a little repetitive with this, but I support local hobby shops as much as I can. My nearest ones are usually about an hour each direction, whether it be Longview or Olympia, kind of in the middle between the two. I may be exaggerating on the hour, but you guys get my idea, get my point here. Local hobby shops. I mean, they're owned and ran by local enthusiasts. They're as much of a hobbyist as you and I. They're as much of a RC builder and driver as somebody who just got their first kit today or RTR today, or somebody that's scratch built, 10, 15 rigs. Some of my experiences with hobby shops, like when I go down to Hooked Hobby in Longview, hey Richard, how's it going? Oh, it's going good. What's new? And then we talk about new stuff, or they may have questions about stuff that I run, because they have people asking questions but don't quite have answers sometimes. So that's one beautiful thing about local hobby shops is it's a social gathering sometimes. It's a network, really. Back when I was a kid, when I first got into RC, say 87, 88, I think it was, I didn't know anything about RCs. I was that annoying little kid. Hey, I broke this. Fix it. Mom, Dad, I need money. Your allowance ain't till next week. So I'd be out of RC for a week or so. I didn't even know what a servo was back then. But anyways, all that aside, while I was getting my rig fixed, I'd get to hang out and watch the guys race slot cars. Some people don't know what slot cars are these days, but they were awesome back then. I still have a soft spot for them, but I don't have a spot in my place for them. So, I'm just gonna stop straying from the subject here and get back on topic. Yeah, I love going into Hook, because when I go into Hooked Hobbies, they're just, hey, Rich. And it's like that cheers welcome. Everybody knows your name. I go into KTM Hobby, same thing. Little different interaction though, because the owner of KTM Hobby, Pat Kenny, he's quite a bit more seasoned in RC than crawlers. Than sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Anyways, Pat Kenny at KTM. He sells a lot of great products, and he can give you a lot of real life experience with most of those products. If you have a brand new guy comes in there and says, hey, I got an SCX10, it's not doing this, I want it to do this. Typically, Pat can send you in the direction of the part that you need, because he started out like you and I, just a dude wanting to build a better truck, and then it just kind of led into him owning a hobby shop. I absolutely love the place. I don't get up that way as much as I'd like to, but when I do, I go in there, I say hi, I say what's up, look at the parts, ask him what's new, because sometimes he has inside track better than I do, and I'm kind of one of those guys that's a little bit of everywhere. Anyways, nonetheless, just show each other your support. If you get the chance, go to a hobby shop, dig around. You might not know what you need when you go in there, but when you leave, more than likely you left with something you wanted, at least. And that's the thing, is like eBay, Amazon, Wish, all those silly apps and pages, along with Facebook, are slowly starting to push away the actual interaction in RC. I mean, back in the day, before Facebook kind of took over, there was this thing called www.rccrawler.com. Great forum, tons and tons of information. I still go on there, quite consistently. Once again, not as much as I'd like to, because I, kind of busy lately, just kind of on the mend of getting out of this back injury too. All that aside, there's tons of information on there. People often have questions. I'll send them there if I can't figure it out. I'm like, just dig through. And then some people are like, oh my God, there is so much stuff on here. I learned more than I was actually looking for. That's the way I feel about hobby shops too. You may walk in just needing, some wheel nuts or something. You walk out with a new set of wheels because, hey, RCH has the new Vanquish wheels or something. Who knows? But yeah, that's, you know, I guess on the next subject would be, um, sorry, brain fart. Being a team driver, man, I absolutely love it. And I've said this many times. I've said it in posts. I've said it in just, you know, face-to-face discussions. I don't even know how to say that anymore. Thank you, Facebook. Um, Being a team driver, it does mean a lot to me. It means to me, stupid phone. It does mean to me that the companies that I support me. They believe that I am the best to, you know, promote their company, promote their products, you know, test their products, and I that's my favorite part, is testing new stuff. I like having stuff before other people have it. Um, but yeah, I mean, with that being said, I can like say with, let's see here, this truck right here is a prime example. It's got I think DCW wheels, KLRs in gold, Voodoo KLRs, and a brazen, it's OG. It's got the high-low chassis on it, not the team chassis. I was going to update to the team chassis, but you know what? This truck works so good. It goes along with that saying of, if it's not broken, why fix it? Sorry, that's how I end up breaking all my phones, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I mean, people ask me about the red compound all the time. I like it. It's a little more stiff than gold, but you know, it works. It really does. You know, I've ran every kind of every compound that Voodoo has, and I like them all. You know, for different applications. And I can give people real-time feedback on it because I've actually ran them. I've ran them in testing. I've ran them in X4 racing. I've ran them in G6 events, you know, 100-gate events. Ran them in 10-gate competitions. Ran them at nationals. And I can give you a feedback on every event that I've had them in because I've actually ran them. Excuse me. And that's one of the things that makes one of the advantages of being a team driver is you get the opportunity to give that feedback to people, you know, people that are looking for advice. And I just love being able to provide that feedback, because I know at one point I was the new guy wondering, hey, what's up with these new tires? Pat Kenny at KTM. Hey, Pat, do you have any of those Voodoo KLRs? I really want a set. Got a set in silver, and I've been hooked ever since. You know, hence the flag behind my back here. My Tuber C3 X4 rig, my C2. Heck, let me get this tank down. Even my C1 KLRs. Let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah, these are going up for testing soon too. I keep talking about it, but I haven't got to it yet. These are the T-Mot 6 Racing Absolute short course tires, the pin tires, if you will. And these are in blue compound. I got blue because I wanted them to last long. And I don't particularly race short course, but I do beat on my truck a whole bunch, and I wanted a tire that lasts. You know, people often have said that blue compound is a little stiffer. I like it for warmer conditions and so on. I ran them at nationals, and it was, I think, like 92 degrees or something on my C3 over there, and they worked great. But here's the thing with these. Since athsma provides them, or I should say has the option for coming with a closed cell foam, they don't need a whole bunch, or it doesn't need a whole bunch of sidewall, doesn't need a whole bunch of carcass. For the most part, the athsma foam that comes with them is just stupid awesome. But yeah, that being said, it makes the carcass significantly softer for a blue compound. And I keep seeing, you know, posts of different team drivers that have been running these tires, and they have nothing but good report also. So I can't wait to put them in a bashing scenario, which I run on rock, grass, sand, asphalt, and heck, I'd run on the moon if they let me. But anyways, yeah, that's next on my list. But yeah, you know, I just love RC. Yeah, I'll show you guys another project while I'm here. So, I'm not much of an on-road guy, but this is something I'm working on too. It's a Sakura D3 counter steer car. I guess I'll kind of let one of the cats out of the bag here. So us at Bits and Pieces Racing, in our group message, we've kind of came up with something that stupid. There I go again. Okay, I'll try this again. So we came up with a challenge for each other. We set X amount of dollars for our budget for a touring car build or drift build or whatever, some sort of on-road build. And we, later on this year, are going to collaborate a date for an event. We may do a live feed, may, excuse me, invite spectators, don't know yet. But we do want to do a build-off, budget build-off, and a race to kind of see who can build the best for X amount of dollars. And it's one of those things where we're just kind of putting it out there to show the public you don't have to have a bunch of money to dump into a car to have fun. I mean, the Sakura D3, I think it's like a $90 kit. The hard body I got from a buddy. The electronics I got from Chris H from Bits and Pieces Racing. Yeah, we have two Chris's. Crazy, right? Anyways, yeah, there's Chris R, Chris H. But yeah, that's my next project. I mean, it's not like this thing where it's, what, a $1,500 build or something. That's gonna be a fun one. This thing, it's gonna be a monster. I'm just rambling about my stuff now. It's like hey guys, look how cool I am and look at my stuff. Tube chassis from Canada. Bought it from one of my buddies, and it's a beast. Deluxe truss, deluxe knuckles, Draft Tech shocks, Vanquish goodies. You can't see it in there, but there's a bomb-proof transmission, Holmes electronics, high-tech servo. It's basically everything that I want in one rig. I still have to do a little bit of tuning for it. It gets a little squatty in the rear on some of the ascents, so I'll do some work to it, see what I can get her to do. But yeah, I got a lot of coals in the fire right now, or irons in the fire. Sorry, I'm bad with my analogies there, but whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to throw this out there and have another brain fart. But anyways, guys, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a few ideas I had. Talk a few minutes about the local hobby shops and supporting each other, supporting business. People always say, "Oh, I wish this company made this. I wish this company made that." If you believe in that company, support them. Buy their products. Give them feedback. That feedback and those investments of time and money will yield a better product. It will yield a better company. I've given feedback to different companies, and they're like, "Hey, that's a great idea. I didn't think of that." I'm always open to suggestions. Even like with X4, me and a couple buddies, we host X4 down here in Southwest Washington. We ask people, "Hey, do you have an idea for a location? Where would you like us to host an event? Where would you like to race?" If it's their home court and it gives them an advantage, bring it. I'm down to run. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to have a fun time. I don't care what kind of truck you run, what kind of setup you have, what you think of mine. I'm just here to run. Me and my friends, some of us run different tires, different chassis, and we give each other crap all the time. When we're in a competition setting, it doesn't matter. If I'm judging them, they're judging me. It doesn't matter. We're all equals in the end. I guess that being said, have fun, guys. Keep building, and until next time, I'll see you later.